think I can run times to YouTube too. On YouTube.
Post?
Yeah. All at once. It's what's happening. Oh, it's live already. Oh, that's beautiful. Are you right? We'll be starting in just a minute, starting at noon Pacific Standard Time. For this practice today, you will need a blanket or a block or a bolster and a ball. Blanket, block, bolster, ball. So ideally that's one of these balls. This could be a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball or something like that. This is a release ball made for this job. Really, it's a lot like a lacrosse ball, a little softer. This ball's pretty soft. Other one, the lacrosse balls myself. All right, it's noon Thursday. What is this? Our 10th day of quarantine, 11th day of quarantine. I'm gonna get these straight and start labeling them. Quarantine yoga. This is really confusing how many screens I have open. And that I can't see myself clearly anywhere.
Deal with the Zoom one, that's the immediate.
All right.
Is anybody with us?
No, it's just us. But we're recording, so I will begin again, and you can start at this point where you're in place, I'm in place, and I hear myself. That's part of that. All right. So hello, welcome. Yoga Therapeutics with Lucid Dawn and live meditative yummy music with Eenor. Oh, that's weird. It's because there's a delay onto YouTube.
Just turned up the headphones.
Oh, it was through the headphones. Okay, good.
Yeah. I hear people put them on, but otherwise.
Okay, otherwise I don't need them. All right, so right now it's just you and me. We are definitely getting our people through the Facebook Live. It's not happening today. Today we record and we post this video. Maybe someone will jump on, maybe not. So many offerings right now. All right, so you're gonna have to do some editing with this one. Sorry, about 20 minutes or 15 minutes of editing. All right, I'm about to get started. I'm going to start all over. Here we go. 3. Look, I'm doing this for the beginning for your editing. And 2 and 1. And now it's like we're actually recording. So good morning or afternoon. Hi, welcome, whatever time it is, wherever you are. We're going to do some yoga therapeutics today, focusing on the hips, the low back, and sciatica, things like that. There's Eenor saying hi. In his musical madness, magical magician corner. And here I am in the yoga space and our altar and all the things, including a ball, a blanket, and a block. So you might want any of those, or a bolster, bolster. So it can be helpful to have some of these things for what we're going to do today. We're going to focus on just relieving the back body, the hip area. So this area tends to get irritated when we're sitting a lot in a seat. Chairs are killers. Also, when we're pregnant, can really put a lot of strain on the lumbar vertebrae and on the sciatic muscle. So sitting and pregnancy and just misalignment in all that compression, gravity. And so we'll do some strengthening to get us lifting up out of the pool of gravity. And we'll do some loosening, some release work in there. So we'll just have your ball nearby. We'll get to that a little later. I think we'll do it towards the edge, a little end, a little release work with the ball. Another thing that I want to mention before we begin is the connection of your jaw and your hips. So right now, there's a lot of emotions going on because we're in a scary time in the world during this pandemic. And, scary times happen all throughout life. And so hopefully we've primed ourselves for this time. And either way, what's happening is what's happening. And that is part of the practice of yoga, is to be with what is, to slow down, to pause, to listen into our body, to feel into our body, to notice where we're holding or bracing or gripping against our emotions, against our experience. We have a couple of control centers that we tend to grip in, maybe more than a couple, but I'm going to speak to a couple primary right now: your jaw and your hips. So often when we're feeling stuff that we don't want to feel, or not able to say things that we want or need to say, there's a gripping in the jaw, as there just kind of generally is in our culture, I realize, myself and others, which connects with lines of fascia or connective tissue down into your hips. So when we're gripping in one place, it's going to often show up in the other. So if you're gripping in your jaw, if you're tense in your mouth, your tongue, this is following through to your body. You're kind of telling your body, hold on, be ready. That fight or flight, freeze kind of thing is happening in the body. So we're going to look to let that go a little bit today. Number one, first, last, and continuous way that we can let that go is with long, slow, deep breaths. So let us begin there, if you will. Exhale and just let your breath go. Pour your breath out. Exhale as completely as you can. And let your inhale rush in and take a little pause. Feel the delicious fullness of being able to take a deep, full breath. And as you exhale again, soft jaw, soft tongue, let go. Relaxing through the mouth, the jaw, the tongue, the neck, the shoulders. A few more breaths like this, adding, if you will, an exaggeration of whatever tension might be there. Inhale and shrug, lift up, and then squeeze the shoulders on the back as you exhale. Down, extend that exhale out, and pull your navel back. Follow your inhale again to lift up, feel into your shoulders, your jaw, your neck, whatever tension might be there. And as you exhale, extend that exhale, soft jaw, soft tongue, soft shoulders. Let the breath extend out. And with your breath, long, slow breaths. Again, if there's any really noticeable tension, you might play with the breath in that way and inhale and exaggerate it and gather it up, and exhale and just melt it and let it flow away. Long, slow breaths in the nose. The mouth. We're going to do another couple minutes of this breath. Long, slow breaths. These extended exhales will help to relax the nervous system. These extended exhales release metabolic waste and make more room for a deeper, fuller inhale. These extended exhales help to take the body off of fight and flight mode and into growth and healing, restorative mode. See if you notice what happens in the body-mind as you play with extending your breath, softening your face. If you find the mind very busy and that it's hard to focus on just the breath, well, that's why we're blessed to have music. See if you can also sense in to the sound, to the notes, and how the notes kind of ripple out and fade, and the next one picks up, and see if you can follow that fading of the sound outward and let your awareness in the same way expand outward, widening from the contraction of busyness and concern that we may be in, into a spaciousness, into an easefulness. These long, slow breaths, really feeling into your body, to your energy body, your emotions, your thoughts, just noticing what's present without needing to get hung up on it. In energy medicine, we look at pain in the lower back and the hips and sciatica, often as feeling unsupported, as not having that support that we need in our relationships, in the structure of our lives, in our financial situation. There's lots of ways that that can show up. So in this time, we don't have access to all of our usual resources. We may be feeling a little lacking. There may be fear, and this may be showing up in the way the body grips and holds. So I invite you now to just sense into the communication that's coming from your body, expressing needs that maybe you haven't yet found a way to express, or expressing the grief, the feelings of loss. Grief can be very present for us all right now as we're grieving what we're used to, as we're grieving the absence of what we love, as we're grieving the lack of touch or income or whatever it might be. So, with great compassion for ourselves, breathing into whatever sensations are present, we're simply just breathing in with loving compassion to our roots, inviting the culmination of earth support, of breath support, of remembrance, of the trust for life. Life always wanting the best for itself. Life always flowing in and out of form. Life always expanding and contracting, just like the breath. Breathing in, I invite you to welcome a sense of trust. Breathing out, fear. Breathing in, a sense of trust. Breathing out, fear. Breathing in, a sense of connection to the earth and her great abundance, and this as your own truth. And breathing out, sense of lack. Breathing in again, that sense of connection to earth and innate wholeness, fullness, abundance. And breathing out, sense of lack. Breathe your body, your yes to life. Long, slow breaths. Soft jaw. Soft tongue. Breathing in trust. Breathing in innate wholeness, fullness, abundance. Breathing in gratitude for life and the ability to breathe deep and full today. Yes, thank you, body. Please continue with this long, slow breath again, especially focusing on the exhale and extending that exhale, lengthening out and slowing down the breath. Let's take some circles with the jaw here, if you will. Big circles like wah, 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 wah. Keep inviting the jaw to be soft throughout your practice. And let's take it to the mat.
Make sure you're not on gallery view anymore. Upper right corner.
It's on speaker view. I mean, I can still see both of us, but it is on
You should be
speaker
the
view.
biggest.
Okay, I am the biggest. Here we go. All right, so coming to the mat, have your blanket or your support folded in a way that is like an inch or two to 4, maybe 4 inches if you're pretty open. So the tighter you are in the hips or low back, the mellower you want your blanket, the lower down. So you could use a blanket, you could use a bolster or a block. There's also this exciting thing. If you've got one of these that has little pokey acupressure points on it, I'm going to put mine on top today just for the excitement of that and a little extra juice in your massage. And then we're going to come to lie down on the back with this support right under your sacrum. Sacrum is the big triangular sort of bone at the base of your spine, connects the hips to the spine, the lower body to the upper body. And so lying back onto the sacrum, sacrum supported. You can start with both feet on the floor. You could keep one foot at least on the floor if anything is very intense for you. If you've got a lot of tightness going on in there, stay mellow here. Otherwise, as you're ready, we're going to hug the right knee in and extend your left leg out on the mat. Hug the right knee in, draw it close, reach through that left heel. So really active left leg. Push through that left leg, draw the toes back, active left foot, and draw the right knee in, and a little rock side to side, just kind of massage into your lower back and into your hips there with that knee. And soften your jaw again as you do. Long, slow breaths here in the nose, out the mouth. Long, slow, deep breaths. Keep the jaw soft, tongue relaxed, and just breathe a little rock of that thigh into the hip socket. Little pressure, a little massage into the lower back. Rocking side to side, massaging in there. Stay with that as you like. Or when you're ready, we're going to lift that leg up, and you can hold your ankle and elbow inside the knee and rocking side to side that way. Or if you've got more space there, hold your hand over the top of the foot and gently ease with your knee out to the side. Use your elbow to ease the knee wide. And keep pulling that right knee down as you press, thigh out to the side. And at the same time, keep pressing through your left heel. So there's a really active left leg. Give a little massage or palpation into the front of that left hip. So that iliopsoas muscle there, your groin crease. Just a little encouragement into that release. So if this is a lot for you here, just hug in and to go ahead and massage here into these muscles. Soft jaws, you massage into the front of the hips. And this is a muscle connected to the jaw, to your emotional body, another kind of control center that we tend to grip in. So really looking to invite softness here. Notice if there's pain or tension. Breath, full body. All right, so stay with that as you like. Otherwise, we're going to come back to where we were. Just actually intended to cue that first, just to feel the tightness or soreness or whatever's present there. And then the rocking in. And then the happy baby. Half happy baby. So rocking that hip open. Half happy baby. Pressing through that left heel. Drawing those toes back. Work that left thigh towards the earth as much as you can. And we'll rock that side to side and then draw some circles. Massage into the low back here. Draw circles with the heel. Soft jaw. Breathing low back. Breathing back body. Inviting a sense of grounding. Feel that you're held and supported by the earth, by the floor, by your props. You can stay with those circles in that direction as inspired. Switch directions. We're going to kind of widen the circles out. So first you could go very small circles, and then as inspired, feel free to make wider circles. Then we'll take that leg cross body, bring the right foot into your left hand and knee into your right hand. Flex that right foot so your ankle is straight and strong. That way the knee won't try to take the stretch here. We don't really need to ever stretch our knees. So breathing this cross body as much as you can, that ankle and knee, the shin, comes really squaring across the body. You could hold the knee and the heel here as you like and kind of rock that side to side, especially if there's a lot of tension in the hip here, then just go a little slower, stay mellow. It's up to you, it's right for you. And I also want to note here that I did say that this is great for pregnant people, and laying on your back this long is generally not good for pregnant people. So you might lift your hips up a little higher, you might come out of this sooner, or take little pauses to roll over on your side. Take a big breath. You could play with some movement here. Just really get that vena cava pumping and fluid again, and when and if it's right for you, then come on back. So we are going to spend a little bit of time here if it's feeling wrong for you, meaning if you feel like you're getting shortness of breath or increased heart rate or your eyes are bulging or anything like that, please come on out. We don't want to rob that baby of any oxygen there. So blood flow. If you're very pregnant, the pressure on the vena cava can help, can not be good. No good. All right, so side to side with that, if you would like to, you can hook under the leg here. If you've got space for it, no forcing. Be where it's mellow here. We're doing therapeutics today, nice and mellow. And then, or you could hold on, wrap your elbows around the knee and the heel. Draw in as you press out through that left leg. And soft jaw. Deep full breaths into the hips there. Rocking the baby of your lower leg. And we'll hug that knee in, place the foot to the floor, and both feet to the floor. Lengthen through the low back, take pause, notice the difference in the sides. Here we go, second side. As you're ready, hug the left knee in, extend that right leg out. Push through your right heel, draw your right toes back, hug that left knee in, and rock side to side. Kind of massaging into the belly there, into the hip socket. Soft jaw as you receive that gentle pressure into the hip. Should be nice and grounding, at least after a few long, slow exhales. Again, stay with that as you like, or at any point, take a hold of the ankle or hold over the top of that foot. Pull the foot down, knee down towards the earth as you use the elbow and press the thigh wide. Keep that right leg very active. Reach through that heel, draw the toes back, soft jaw. And again, you can take a moment to palpate into the front of that hip there as we've got more opening here. So, soft jaw, all your sounds are welcome and encouraged. Really, I encourage you to sigh, horse lips, lion's breath, all that might help release tension in the mouth during this practice. And you can begin to draw circles with that left heel. Widen those circles out. Moving with your breath. And you can begin to draw circles the other way, slowly drawing those circles back into smaller circles. Sense inward. Feel into the sensation that's happening in your body. What's moving here? What's resisting? What's feeling yummy? Sense into it. And stay with that as you like, or we'll begin to take it cross body again. Take your left hand into your left foot, that is, into your right hand, and left hand to your left knee. Flex those left toes back strongly so your ankle is straight and strong, and externally rotate in that femur as much as you can. So again, you want to get that ankle, knee, shin squaring cross body. To help that, you could give a little press into the head of your femur, thigh bone, and move it away from you. Stay with that, rocking side to side. Again, if you're pregnant, you might take little breaks off of the back, please. You can rock it over, take pauses. Stay with whatever's right for you. If it's feeling pretty easy and you want to go deeper, go ahead. You can hook under the leg. Little steeple arms there. You could hook around the leg, heel and knee into your antecubital fossa or your elbow pits. Keep pressing through that right leg as you draw the left leg in. Soft jaw, soft tongue. I'm going to keep saying that. Mouth tends to grip against sensation. Are you noticing that? That when there's intensity, there's the mouth, a little holding that happens. Let's untrain that. Let's try to train ourselves to sigh and breathe deep into intensity. Stay with that as you like. Once you feel fairly even with both sides, go ahead and come on out of that, both feet to the earth, and knees bent, press into the earth, lift up. We'll move the blanket aside for now and just come into a little bridge here. Squeeze the palms together, shoulders on the back, and lengthen through your tailbone. Lift through your hips. Lengthen your spine in both directions. Lift the chin and breathe into that lift of your heart. Puff up the chest with breath. Deep, full breaths here. Long, slow breaths. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, lift up. As you exhale, ripple and come back down. And make your way slow and steady over to one side and press on up to all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders. Or actually, let's go here. Hands a little forward of the shoulders, knees a little back behind the hips. And let's bring the hips all the way out to one side and then stretch back your hips to the heels. Bring your hips all the way out to the other side and forward and move with your breath. Big, big hip circles here. Stretch down. At the back, switch directions. And once you've gone evenly in both directions, come on back to center. And here, tabletop, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, strong core. Pull the shoulder blades down the back, pull the hands and knees towards one another. And as you're ready, let's inhale, open right knee out to the side. We'll take some big, big circles here. Moving with your breath. Long, slow breaths. Big circles in the hip. Switch directions. Next inhale, push that foot to the sky, lift up. Exhale and curl in, knee to the nose or knee to the tricep if you've got a belly happening there. Inhale and stretch, push up. Exhale, knee to the nose or out to the side a little wider as needed. And follow your breath. The next time that you curl in, we're going to cross that right foot over the left knee and press back to sit on or between the heels. Now, if you're very tight in here, you could move back just a little bit. You could use a block to sit on there to find some support so it's not too much pressure on the knees. When the hips are very tight, the knees are wanting to take that pressure for the hips. So we're going to maybe, if it's intense, also pulse in and out. Again, support your seat as needed. You can sit flat back onto your blanket setup. You could sit upright here, widening the feet, or you could sit onto the feet, whatever's right for you. If you've got more space here and you would like to, you could bow forward. You could simply bow forward, or I love to add the eagle arms here, wrapping the right arm over the top. Reach through the elbows and rest on the knees, head in the hands, or rest forward of the knees, head in the arms. Long, slow breaths here. Taking these pauses, breathful, to look inside, to listen, and to move energy with our breath, and being with what is. Take your time as you unwind. Let's swoop that leg around and come onto all fours. And let your breath move your body once again. Inhale, open into cow, and exhale and round into cat. Inhale, open cow. Exhale and round cat. Let your breath lead your movement. And next inhale, let's open the left leg out to the side. Big hip circles with the breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let your breath lead the movement. Next time you come back to center, switch directions. Inhale, push the foot to the sky, shoulder blades down the back. And exhale, knee to the nose, curl in and squeeze your breath out. Inhale, press and reach. Exhale, curl, squeeze and round with your breath once again. As you round in this time, cross that left foot over the right knee and press the hips back again onto or between your heels. And again, you could pulse in and out of that or support your hips as needed so there's less pressure in the knees. There should be zero sharp knee pain here at any point through this practice. And when you're ready, either coming up to sit, finding as much stillness as you can, unless it's really intense, can come on in and out of it and just move with the breath to let your body know it's okay. You're not going to force it to be anywhere. We just want to slowly melt out and slowly melt back in. Again, sitting upright, or if you've got more space, you could rest onto the knee. If you did on the other side, maybe adding the arms, that left arm over the top spiral. Inhale, reach through the elbows and low back. Rest the head, elbows in the knees, head in the hands, or elbows forward of the knees, head in the arms. What's right for you here? Long, slow breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Take your time, follow any inhale to unwind. Come on back up, give your neck, shoulders, mouth a little roll around. And as you're ready, unwind, rolling over the legs or swoop that left leg around and find your way onto hands and knees. Let your breath lead the movement here again. As you're ready, pull back with the hands, lift the tail and the crown, and exhale as you round. Push the earth away, lift the navel, drop the tail and crown, and let your breath lead the movement. Inhale, turn your toes under and roll on back to sit on your feet. Keep the toes under if you can. Let's try to wake up the feet and just stretch the fascia or connective tissue that affects the whole legs by way of opening the feet. Sit onto the feet as much as you can. Again, pulsation could be helpful. Coming off of them, inhale and exhale as you come onto them. And any movements there with the mouth to help that. So sighing, laughing, crying, horse lips, lion's breath, all of it. Otherwise, stay on the toes as you're able, sitting back. Inhale and stretch the arms up and exhale, lion's breath. Stretch your face out, inhale and reach. And exhale and again. Give your toes a little tap out there, release the tops of the feet. And then roll on back and press up to stand. We don't want to really stretch out the hamstrings too much. No, trying to stretch the back of the legs. The first time I was pregnant and started getting intense hamstring or sciatic pain, I just thought like, God, my hamstrings are hurting. They're so tight. I wasn't in yoga school then yet. And I just kept trying to stretch forward, fold, stretch. And that just pulls everything tighter and makes the sciatic stuff exacerbate. So we won't be doing that. Yeah. Let's step the feet wide here and bend into the knees. Use your hands and press your thighs wide and sink low. And we'll just play with that a bit. Make sure that as you bend the middle toes are pointing the same way. And also as you sink down, we want to be sure to not have booty sticking out and belly pushing forward, but really lengthen your tailbone down and pull your navel up and try to have the spine as neutral as you can as you sink down. Again, make sure as you sink down, knees and toes are pointing the same way. Tailbone is low, pelvis is neutral, spine is long. Let your breath lead the movement here. Sink it in. And just go as low as is right for you. If you've got knee stuff going on, hug feet to earth, muscles to bones, sink down just a tiny bit and come on back. So just looking to juice up the knees without putting the pressure on them that might happen if your hips are tight. If you're able to, or sinking down the hips towards the height of the knees. If you'd like to, I want to invite you to add some side body and breath fullness here. So we'll interlace the hands, palms face to the sky, hands on the crown of the head. Inhale as you bend into the knees and stretch the arms up. Big breath into the side bodies. Exhale as you rise back up. Inhale and stretch arms to the skies. The seat sinks low and follow your breath. Long, slow breaths. Next time that you come down, let's stay down. Bring the hands to the thighs and push your thighs wide. This time, do stick your booty out. But again, we want to try not to close the lower back. So we're not collapsing here. We're moving the seat back and lengthening through the low back. Big breath here as you lengthen out. And as you exhale, press into that left thigh, pull the navel back and turn, look over the other shoulder. Inhale, open to center, and exhale and press and spiral. Move with your breath here, a couple more each side. And take your time. Once you're even on both sides, open center, sink it in. Inhale, shine it out. Give your hips a little shake out there. And step the feet together. They don't have to be right together, but back underneath the hip points. Root down strongly. And when you're ready, pour your weight over into your left foot. You can use a wall if you need to. Slide that right foot up your inseam. And pause. Hug the knee in. Lengthen the tailbone. Navel is engaged, tall spine. And as you're ready, elbow and knee up. Do a little Tai Chi moment here. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Breath leading the way. Take your time as you come back to center next. Switch directions. So we're not collapsing in here. There's a hug up and into center with all of the musculature. The next time that you come to center, Riksha, tree pose. Foot could be on the thigh if you're able, on the calf, or toes on the floor. Wherever you're at, there's a strong hug to midline. Squeeze foot and thigh into one another. Again, use a wall if you need, please. Squeeze all the musculature in and up. Hug in, and when you're ready, grow your arms to the sky. Simply breathful here, or if you'd like to, put a twist on it. Keep that squeeze to center, and bring the left hand to your right knee, or opposite hand to your knee. Lift up out of the waist and spiral, turning to look behind you. Take your time. As you come back to center, you could reset on the floor if you need, or ankle over knee. Flex the foot strongly. Press down through the heads of the femurs. Lengthen up through the low back. And elbows could come to hands and knees. Hands can be on the upper thighs, or elbow can be to knee and ankle. And again, really work the lower back curve in without collapsing it. So we're extending the spine in both directions here. Soft jaw. Soft tongue. Letting go breaths. few more breaths, or as needed, you can lift up and step the feet wide and come down into Malasana yogic squat. And this could be more mellow, elbows on the knees with the seat up high, or you could sink low all the way down. There should be zero sharp knee pain. Just go where is right for you and soften your jaw. And breathe your low back. And take your time. When you're ready, press back into your feet. Come on back to rise up. You might give your legs a little shake out there. And get ready for second side. Strong feet on the earth. Exhale and root down. Inhale and fly the arms up. Exhale and hands to the heart. Press into the palms. Shoulders on the back. Hug feet to earth, muscles to bones. And again, everything up and into midline. When you're ready, reach that left elbow and knee up and marionette. Inhale, open. Exhale and circle with your breath. After 3 in one direction or more, you're coming back to center and switch directions. Core is engaged here to help that steadiness. Strong core. Hug in. When you're ready, you could just pause and hug into that knee, or vriksha, foot to thigh, or calf, or toes to the floor. Squeeze to center wherever you're at. Hug in. Again, all musculature in and up. Big inside hug, full body hug. Breathe your body. And stretch the arms to the sky, or keep them lowered for more stability. Hands can be at heart or hips or a wall. Stay here, squeezing to center to lift in and up. That knee is opening wide to the side as much as you can. Stay with that or keep that hug and spiral around your hug into twist. Right hand to the left knee or your opposite leg. Deep full breaths. Take your time. As you come back to center, you can reset on the earth or come directly into ankle over knee. Flex that top foot and sink low. Hands to heads of femurs. Press the thighs back, lift up out of the way, sink low. Elbows to ankle and knee and pull. Lower back in, heart forward, soft jaw. Soft tongue. Breathe. Seat could be on the earth if this is wobbly for you. Seat could be on the wall, rather. Sorry, I just heard that a little late. Seat on the wall. Seat on the earth is going to make this tricky, although the shape can be done as we did earlier on the back. This shape can be done sitting in a chair as needed, but it's probably the best shape to get that release there into where the iliopsoas is. Connected in the back and the piriformis, the whole setup that tends to pull things tight back there. So when you're done, come on down, Malasana, yogic squat, soft jaw, soft tongue, into your seat. Again, here there should be no sharp knee pain, so if there's any discomfort, come up higher, elbows to the knees, or sit onto a block or a bolster, all of the things, and drop low in your seat. So we did all that because there's nice release and all of that, some good strengthening. And we're going to move back into a little more therapeutic variations. But those things I highly encourage, you can grab them easily throughout your day. For now, what we're going to do is move into release work with the ball. So grab your tennis ball, your lacrosse ball, or your official release ball that's pretty much the same as those things, but might have some new age design on it and cost a little more. Okay, so grab your ball. Where we're going here is into the back body again to massage around the sacrum. So that again is here. That triangular bone at the base of your spine. From the sacrum is the iliac crest, this hip bone that goes up and over here. So where we're going to work with our ball is just outside the sacrum and just underneath the iliac crest. So you might palpate and just find that first, underneath the hip bone, outside of the sacrum. So sacrum triangular bone, and just feel like that kind of thick band of muscle there that helps support upper and lower body connection. Tends to get pretty tight. Where we're going from here is down and in a little bit, following the line of the sacrum, but like an inch or two out, down and in a bit. You'll feel there's another point there of connection to the lowest vertebrae of the glute muscles and all that. Down and in another point, and down and in another point. So we're going to go to 4 points here from just outside sacrum below iliac crest, down and in, down and in. The last one is kind of right between your sits bone and your tailbone. So that one's a little spot that we want to be careful not to put pressure on the bones. It's going to look like this. So as you come to lie down, you can watch me first and then listen. We're going to bring that ball just outside sacrum, just beneath iliac crest. You could be bridge feet, simply like this, or if it's not too intense and you've got more space, cross again, ankle over the knee, and kind of lean in, oh yeah, baby, to that side there. So what we're going to look to do is roll that ball around. So we're going to find that point and then roll it around, little circles around that point. Soft jaw as you breathe here. You can widen those circles out a little bit, massaging into low back and hip. You can dip into it again if you've got that ankle over knee, just kind of dipping in there a bit. If you stay with that first point as you like, when you're ready, come down to the second point, down and in. And again, little circles there. So what we're looking to do here is to break up any tight binds or holds in the fascia or the muscles. The fascia is the connective tissue that holds all the muscles and organs and so forth. And so when we've been gripping, that the webbing of that's going to get really tight. So what we're looking to do here with our rolling around is to create some spaciousness in that webbing and turn the ground substance into fluid. So it's gel, sometimes holding things tight. And as we warm things up with massage or vigorous exercise or muscular action, anything that creates heat, shaking, then the ground substance turns from gel into fluid. And we can feel a little easier in the body when that happens. What we don't want to do is just let it sit in one spot, because then we're keeping that spot from getting fluid. You can let it sit in one spot if it's very intense for you for like 10 seconds or so. It wouldn't go more than 15 seconds. And move down now to that third point, down and in. Spicy and breathful massage into your hip. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Stay with that point as long as you like. We've got about 10 more breaths total. We're going to move down into the last point. When you're ready, we're going to just spend just a few breaths there. It's a very small point, so less movement. Again, be very careful in those small movements once you go to the last point to not put too much pressure, but it'll be really obvious, right? If you've ever landed on your tailbone, you know, there's a very strong feeling that says no. So no to that. Stay away from the tailbone, stay away from the sits bone. We're looking for muscle and fascial connections here, and no bones, no bones. So breathful into those tissues, and you can stay down there as you like, or when you're ready, we're going to begin to spiral up and out, widening out like a big tornado from the lower point, wide up back to the outer hip. So we're going to take some bigger circles at the top now and come back in to the below the sacrum, and then kind of circle around there into the outer hip a bit and down into that gluteus medius, or the outer hip muscle. Keep breathing, soft jaw and tongue. Massage into that, letting go. Letting go. And stay with that as you like. Once you're done, just bring the feet back to the earth and then maybe extend your legs out. And maybe you can feel that that leg is actually longer than the other one right now. You've released this whole line. I can often feel that release even up into the shoulder and the jaw, like the whole thing is let go. So that's nice. That's why you're doing this. And so we'll bring it to second side, ball just beneath the iliac crest, just outside the sacrum. Maybe both feet stay on the floor. Maybe you go over, ankle over knee to find a little more opening in the hip there if it's not sensational enough for you already. And let's begin to circle here. Big breaths into that as much as you can. Breath in the nose and breath out your mouth. I encourage all sounds and lots of sounds to let the gripping in the face go. Rolling around that top point underneath the iliac crest, just outside the sacrum, into your glute med, or the side, outer side of your hip a little bit. We'll get back to that later. First, going for all these connection points of the fascia and muscles to the bones. Let's move down to that second point. So again, we're creating like a V, down and in, just outside the sacrum, and moving down towards the tailbone, but again, just outside of the tailbone. Soft jaw here, smiling can help, sighing can help. Letting go breaths as you roll around in that hip. Oh, Eenor, that sounds so beautiful. Thank you. So nice to just let that yummy sound sink in there. Just wash over you, washing away any tension, washing away grief, washing away fear. Here, now, alive, fully in this body, here, now, present for this sensational experience of being embodied. Ah. If you haven't, begin to move down now towards that third point. Kind of a spicy point there for me today. In little circles or little rocks, side to side. Invite fluidity, invite release. Letting the mouth go at the same time to really give permission. And notice if you're gripping in the mouth, you're telling your hips to hold on. Let it go. Let it go. Stay in that third point as you like. As inspired, move down to that final point, just between sit bone and tailbone. More movements there, small movements. Once you feel pretty complete there, we'll take circles starting small down at that lowest point and wide and up and out like a tornado, but a gentle, loving, sweeping, cleansing, compassionate tornado through your outer hip. Into that outer hip, you can rock a little into the side body there. Just draw circles connecting all the parts in any ways that feel good for you. And you might spend a little extra time wherever it feels extra sensational, wherever you want to run away from. Go there and breathe. Go there, soft mouth. Feel into it and breathe. If it's too intense with ankle over knee, you can always come down. Little less pressure. So we don't want it to grip around. If it's too intense and we're gripping against it, it's kind of, fighting yourself. So find a place where you can melt into that. Please stay with that as long as you like. Once you feel complete there and fairly even with the other side, bring your feet to the floor, knees bent. And at first, with the feet to the floor, knees bent, both feet together, and give a little push down into your sacrum, down through the legs, and rock side to side. So you're massaging into the outer hips there. So you rock side to side. You can stay with that, or that one gets a little more in the outer hip. If you go feet wide, knees bent, and then you kind of windshield wiper the knees there. You still get into the outer hip. It's a little more light. There's not as much pressure on it. But you'll also here get the stretch for the psoas or the hip flexor, the front of the hips again. So inhale as you reach the knees away, and exhale as you draw them back. Inhale, reach away, and exhale as you draw back. Moving with your breath, slow and steady, breathful body. And stay with that as you like, please, moving side to side. If you'd like to, come back into that ankle over knee shape, both knees to one side, ankle over knee, you draw down. You could stay in that drawing down, or you could pick it up and rock and roll here. Again, I am inviting this video for lots of reasons, including pregnant people, and so all that lying on the back time we want to minimize and keep it fluid while we're there. So there's never pressure right on the vena cava, but there is an allowing for that clear pumping. No, not letting the baby's weight push onto that too much. So if that's enough of that for you, couple options here for final twist. I invite you to step the top foot over the bottom knee, either way, on the outside, and hug in there and lift tall. If you're pregnant, you could do a seated open twist here, pressing in, root to rise, lift. So you'll press into that top leg and spiral away from the top leg. If you're not pregnant, you could take that in both directions for a few breaths. Optionally, if you've got lower back or SI joint sacrum stuff going on, then one of the best twists, because it's safest, is on the back. Please find which one is right for you and spend about 8 to 10 breaths in a twist. This one is going to be eagle legs, so wrapping the legs around each other, the right leg over the left, spiral, 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 and then toes hook. And then you land the bottom foot to the floor, in this case the left foot if the right leg is on top, and shift the hips to the right or to the side of your top leg. And then let both knees come to the other side. So in this way, the sacrum stays really locked and in place. We don't go askew with the sacrum. So it's the safest stretch for the low back. You could press down into that top thigh here and reach your other arm up and then open out to the side. Long, slow breaths here. So last 4 or 5 breaths into whatever shape of twist is right for you. Soft jaw, highly encourage sighing here. Sigh that breath out, really let the jaw and the tongue go. Extend the exhale as much as you can to release metabolic waste. If you're not pregnant, really squeeze that navel back. Give a little squeeze to the organs. Get as much release there as you can. Last breath or two here. And take your time. Unwind. If you're sitting up, unwind up high. If you're laying down, hug in. Rock into the back, swing opposite leg over, and press in. Shift the hips to the side of your top leg, and then both knees come over to the other side. You can use that hand to press the thigh bone down. Make lots of side body length. Reach that top arm up and open out to the side. Lift and turn the head to look away from the knees towards your arm, towards the top leg arm. Come as far as you can onto that ear, and long, slow breaths as you breathe your twist here. Deep, full breaths. Breath in the nose, breath out the mouth. In your lying down shape or in your sitting up shape. Whatever shape of twist is right for you. Doing a little bit of all of them here because I did on the other side, and just to remind you in case you weren't doing the laying down twist. Last few breaths, long and slow again. Breath in the nose, breath out the mouth. Take your time. Once you feel complete with that twist, unwind and find your way to the back body. If being on the back body's been uncomfortable for you, then feet together, knees wide here, little butterfly for the knees. Pull onto your ankles and draw the low back curve in. Lift your heart up. Soften the jaw. Inhale here or use the elbows to the thighs to press wide and rock. Inhale there or elbows to the shins. Press into the shins, reach your heart forward, bow in. So that's a nice place to be to get more of a stretch around that area. Otherwise, we're looking for a little more release in the low back, not so much stretching it long, but happy baby. Elbows inside the knees, hands over the tops of the feet. Full happy baby now as we begin with the half. Press the elbows wide, pull both knees down, push both heels to the sky. And soft jaws, you rock the baby, pulling one knee down and then the other, and massaging into low back here. And that can feel yummy just to rock like that. Or if you want to find more low back release, really pull those knees down as you push the heels to the sky. Pull your sacrum down as you lift the lower back curve up. And deep full breaths here as you work all of these opposite actions or isometric actions. Breathe. Stay with any of that. Otherwise, as you're ready, you could come into final resting. Feet together, knees wide. You could use your blanket here to support the thighs. You could use your fist here under the head of the thigh bone to support the femurs. You just don't want the legs floating or that groin muscle is going to grip. So we want to support it. Put blocks or blankets or pillows or whatever you got under the thighs, or just your fists under the thigh bones can be nice. If you use other supports, it can be better to put the arms up, then you're getting a little more opening of this whole connection here. If you are pregnant, lay on your side and put a bolster or blanket or something between the knees and rest here. You could even do this on both sides and give yourself a little massage into that area where we did some deep tissue work. Spend a little time on both sides and just massage the hip there. Rest as ready. Simply pause to turn in. And at first, be breathful and breathe. Feel your body and the aliveness in your body. And sense the movement of your breath and the effect that your breath has on the shape of your body, on the sensations, on your mind. You can pause the video and stay in Shavasana as long as you like. You're welcome to sit up, take a little final breath meditation, or wherever you're at, long, slow breaths, and just listen to the music. Let the tones of the music sink in. And again, invite your awareness to expand outward with the music. Hear the notes. Follow those tones outward. Expand the awareness and rest in vast, spacious awareness. Simply rest, held by earth, breathed by sky, spirit, infinite, remembering our trust of life, the flow of life, all things expanding, contracting, coming in and out of form. Rest.